Do you listen to sad music when you're depressed, or do you listen to happy music?
Jason, the only way you can find yourself in the light is to find yourself in the dark first.
Right.
I listen to music that is very telling of my mood, yes.
I go to like sad country songs.
Yeah, I just listen to Taylor's music. She has something for everything.
That's fair. That's a good point. No matter what mood, you can find some Taylor music.
Yeah, and How the Eagles Broke My Heart.
Yeah, no matter how bad I'm feeling, there's a country guy that's singing about it and feeling way worse than me. And that gives me joy a lot of the times.
Nice. Way to bring it full circle. All right.
Taylor Swift sits comfortably in a leather chair inside Travis Kelce's recording studio, a bright smile on her face as she leans into the microphone. This marks her first ever appearance on New Heights, the popular podcast co-hosted by Travis and his brother, Jason Kelce. "I've been waiting for this moment for a long time," Taylor says excitedly, her eyes sparkling as she glances over at Travis, who's grinning beside her. "I've been a fan of this podcast for so long, but I never imagined I'd actually be a guest. This is really cool." Travis chuckles, shaking his head in amusement. "Trust me, I never thought I'd have Taylor Swift on my podcast either. Feels like I just scored a touchdown." Jason jumps in with his signature sarcasm. "Well, I was wondering if Taylor would be up for answering some of our ridiculous questions." Taylor raises an eyebrow, laughing. "Oh, so that's how it is? All right, challenge accepted." As the conversation unfolds, they dive into Taylor's career, her experiences at NFL games, and the surreal moments of cheering for Travis from the stands. "I never realized how similar concerts and football games are," Taylor shares with enthusiasm. "The energy, the passion, the way thousands of people come together for something they love, it's really special." Travis watches her proudly. "I love the way you see the game. And hey, I'm learning a lot about music from you too." Then, without missing a beat, Jason gets straight to the point. "All right, Trav, have you thought about getting down on one knee?" Travis immediately bursts into laughter, while Taylor, sitting beside him, simply smiles, unable to hide her happiness. She turns toward him, as if waiting for his response. Travis shrugs, placing a hand on his chin in mock contemplation. "Dude, are you trying to set me up? Is this a sports podcast or a dating show?" The whole room erupts in laughter, but the undeniable sweetness between Travis and Taylor lingers. Not letting it go, Jason presses on. "I'm just saying, bro, if you need a groomsman, my kids are always ready for the job." Taylor covers her mouth, laughing as Travis shakes his head playfully. The banter continues, but one thing is clear. Love and laughter are at the heart of this conversation. Travis just shook his head, but the joy in his eyes said it all. Though he didn't give a definite answer, the moment left fans even more convinced that their big day might not be too far away. The conversation was filled with laughter, warmth, and fascinating stories from both Taylor and Travis. As the episode wrapped up, Taylor made sure to express her gratitude. "This is definitely one of my favorite podcast appearances," she said sincerely. "Thank you for giving me such a great experience." Travis grinned and playfully winked. "Does that mean you'll come back again?" Taylor's smile brightened. "Absolutely." Jason, never one to miss a beat, immediately chimed in. "Wait, what? You guys heard that, right? We have witnesses." The group shared one last round of laughter before signing off, leaving fans eager for the next time Taylor would join New Heights. Meanwhile, Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid recently praised Taylor Swift for how she has handled the intense media spotlight on her relationship with Travis Kelce. Since going public in September 2023, the couple has been at the center of constant headlines, both positive and negative. One of the latest examples came during the Super Bowl when Swift was shown on the Jumbotron speaking with NBC's Mike Florio and Chris Sims, only to be met with loud boos from Eagles fans. Despite the backlash, Reid had nothing but admiration for how she's navigated it all. "She's a good girl. She handles the whole thing the right way. That's a tough deal," Reid said of Swift, "but she does a great job handling it." Kelce does too. Reid also acknowledged that Swift's experience isn't entirely unique, as many NFL wives and girlfriends have dealt with similar scrutiny. "She's part of the team, just like the other girlfriends and wives," Reid added, showing his support for the singer amid the whirlwind of attention surrounding her and Kelce's relationship. "They're part of it. That's all part of the process," Andy Reid added, emphasizing the importance of support systems for players and their families. Despite what some critics might say, Taylor Swift's presence at Chiefs games has been undeniably beneficial to both the team and the NFL. A recent report revealed that Swift has generated approximately $992 million in media value for the league in less than 2 years. Since she began dating Travis Kelce, the pop superstar has attended 22 games, drawing her devoted fan base, known as the Swifties, into the world of football. As a result, the NFL has experienced a surge in engagement. Ian Trombetta, the league's senior vice president of social influencer and content marketing, stated that social media consumption among women aged 13 to 24 has has spiked, largely due to Swift's involvement. Swift was most recently spotted in a VIP suite at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, cheering on the Chiefs during their Super Bowl showdown against the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, the Kansas City Chiefs anticipate that Travis Kelce, a future Hall of Fame tight end, will return for the 2025 season. General Manager Brett Veach confirmed this during the NFL Scouting Combine on Tuesday. "We're just operating as if he's here," Veach said. He had a good conversation with Coach Andy Reid at the end of the year, and his intention is to finish out this contract. "We're focused on our offseason plan, and we're excited to have him back." If Kelce, 35, does stay with the team, the 2025 season could mark the final chapter of his legendary career. His contract, which runs through next season, includes an $11.5 million roster bonus due on March 15th. According to OverTheCap.NFL, free agency begins on March 10th, and when Kelce signed his 2-year deal last year, making him the highest paid tight end in the league, many speculated that it was a sign he was preparing for retirement after the 2025 season. Kelce has had one of the most decorated careers in NFL history for a tight end. He currently ranks 3rd all-time in career receptions, 1,004, and receiving yards, 12,051, 5th all-time in career receiving touchdowns, 77. Perhaps most notably, his connection with quarterback Patrick Mahomes has been historic. The duo has connected for 17 postseason touchdowns, the most by any quarterback-tight end pairing in NFL history. Just 2 days after the Chiefs' dominant Super Bowl victory, the discussion about Kelce's future continues. While retirement looms as a possibility for now, Chiefs fans can breathe a sigh of relief. Kelce is planning to return for at least one more season. Following the Kansas City Chiefs' loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59, Travis Kelce revealed on the New Heights podcast, which he co-hosts with his brother and former Eagles center Jason Kelce, that he is seriously contemplating retirement. One of the biggest factors in his decision is the physical and mental toll of his career. Since 2018, Kelce has played in 21 playoff games, essentially adding an entire extra season's worth of high-intensity football. As a cornerstone of the Chiefs dynasty, he has helped lead the team to 5 Super Bowl appearances and 3 championships. However, the grueling nature of the game is beginning to take its toll. It can weigh on you, it can make you better, and it can drive you crazy at the same time, Kelce admitted. "Right now, it's one of those things where it was kind of driving me crazy this year. I think that happens when you're on the back nine of your career, as Scott Van Pelt would say. When you don't feel like you have the success you once had, man, it's a tough pill to swallow." Kelce also struggled with the disappointment of not being able to deliver in the biggest moments. "To not be there for my team when they're counting on me, that's extremely hard," he said. "I think I need to take some time to figure it out. If I do come back, I owe it to my teammates to be all in. I'm not half-assing it. If I return, it'll be a wholehearted decision." Kelce also acknowledged that while he believes he can still play, he needs to determine whether it's the best decision for him as a person. "I need to consider if I'm still motivated and if this is the right thing for me, not just as a player, but as a man and as a human being," he added. Kelce finished Super Bowl 59 with just 4 receptions on 6 targets for 39 yards. It was the first time in his postseason career that he was held without a single reception in the first half of a playoff game. Despite the personal disappointment, he still made history, surpassing Hall of Fame receiver Jerry Rice for the most career Super Bowl receptions. However, the Chiefs' offense never found its rhythm, as Philadelphia's defense dominated the line of scrimmage. The Eagles' 4-man pass rush generated 16 pressures and sacked Patrick Mahomes 6 times, the most he has ever been sacked in a game. The offensive line, long seen as the Chiefs' biggest weakness, was fully exposed on football's biggest stage. 2 days after the Super Bowl, Andy Reid held exit interviews with each player at the team's training facility, including Kelce. Reid's advice to his star tight end was simple: take his time and make the right decision.